Hey guys, today I'm going to take you through 5 ways to get stronger and longer adductors. So step number 1 is to figure out why you've got tight adductors. So if you squat down and you feel that tension in your adductors, or you go into a side split position and you're really challenged and you feel like, oh, there's so much tension there, why is that? Do you not use that range of motion? Are you sitting all day where they're in a short position? Have you never really challenged them and never really loaded them and opened them up? Now that alone, just by thinking of it in that way, can help a lot. Now the other thing is, do you have a pelvic or a low back instability that is causing them to shorten and to tighten up? And if that's the case, that needs to be addressed, because otherwise if you keep opening them up, they're going to shorten straight away just to mold around the shape that your body wants to go into to feel safe. And they'll keep trying to stabilize the hip and the pelvis and the lower back. Now if you've done stability work for your back and you feel pretty safe there, but they're still tight, it may be that you're just not using them enough. So that is a very simple fix, and that just goes into the next step, which is to use the adductors through the day. So squat deeper, shift your hips side to side, sit down on the ground. Like when I'm working at the computer, I'll sit on the ground and I'll have a box or a chair set up and I'll sit in the splits. Then I'll go into some 90-90 hip positions, and I'll do some single leg side splits, shift from side to side. I'll do active leg lifts, and I keep moving through the day. So I keep using them because I want my body to maintain an optimal range of motion. I don't want to let my body tighten up and mold around a restricted position, like sitting in a hunched up position in a chair. I want to feel good in my body. So the key thing is, throughout the day, just do different things that keep them alive. There's got to be a reason for them to be longer. They're not just going to lengthen just when you turn up to your yoga class or when you turn up to your strength training session. You've got to use them throughout the day, and it's got to become part of how you naturally move. Third step is to stabilize your hips. Now I love doing the band exercises, so with the ankle bands, stepping side to side, stepping front to back, and really feeling those muscles. Also the active leg lifts, hang leg lifts, also the active 90-90. So when you're on the ground, lifting that back leg up and feeling that glute fire up as well. You want to get stability and activity of all those muscles around the hips, so that way the joint feels more stable. And then it's going to say, okay, I'm safe here, I can open up, I can go to a new range. The fourth step is to mobilize and strengthen them. So I put mobility and strength work together because I like to train through a full range of motion. So if you're squatting, squat as deep as you can with good form, where the spine's stable and you're using that full range. And you can squat wider to hit those adductors. You can do a sumo style deadlift, and to challenge them there, you can do lateral lunges or lateral squats where you're going down into one side, and that's probably my favorite exercise to strengthen the adductors, because you're working both the eccentric, the lowering phase, as well as the concentric coming up. And you can hold that bottom position and really engage. It is a little bit easy to shift the weight into the outside leg, into the bent leg, and that's not a bad thing because it's working that, but you want to focus on feeling those adductors work on the inside leg, especially when you're driving up out of it as it's shortening, so you can really get that concentric contraction. With the full side splits, I like the eccentric, just sliding out slowly, holding onto something, so holding onto a chair or something that you feel good support with is great at the beginning. Once you're strong enough, you can have the hands on the legs and use the hands to support you as you're going down. Then you want to go into just controlling it full body weight. Now, when you're opening up that range, you've got to work with the barrier intelligently. You've got to really listen to your body, and some days it's not a day to push for new ground, it's just a day to just work what you've already achieved. And some days you might feel that you're tight from a workout the day before or 48 hours before, so you've got to go easy and back off a little bit. Don't force those end ranges all the time. I find that I get the best value from my side split training by training it hard 1 time per week. And that gives me a full week to recover. I still use them every day and open them up throughout the day and challenge them, but I don't really force myself to get maximal contractions at that end range unless it's within a full week of recovery. And that makes a huge difference. If you're trying to go hard at them every day, they'll fight back and they'll get shorter, not longer. So really listen to your body and work with it. Now the last point is exactly that, it's rest and recovery. So that weekly cycle, and just make sure that you feel good in there before you push them hard. So it doesn't matter whether it's a week or if it's longer. If they're feeling a bit tight, you've got to work with what you've got on the day and not overdo it. And if it is still sore and it's still a week, then you may have gone too hard. So make sure you're doing everything in your lifestyle to recover. So good sleep, good nutrition, getting to bed on time makes a huge difference, getting that 7 to 9 hours, and then making sure you've got good quality nutrition in the body. So I have lots of bone broth, I eat all the connective tissue and the joint structure, so that way I'm getting that inside my body to have that collagen there, so that way I can rebuild tissue and keep my tissues healthy, as well as staying hydrated and getting good electrolytes. So I have magnesium, potassium chloride, Celtic sea salt, so that way the electrolyte levels up and the muscles are nice and healthy, and I stay hydrated. I have around 2 to 3, sometimes even 3.5 liters of water in a day, so that way my body is hydrated effectively, the muscles in their optimal state, the electrolytes are there, and that way the conditioning will work better. Get into those 5 tips to make your adductors stronger and longer. Now, some people will not get a perfect side split, in fact most people, but you can improve and you can make them stronger and longer if you utilize these tips. Key thing is to just take your time, work with your body, enjoy the process, and enjoy the journey to improving your side splits. See you next time.